Hey guys, have you ever wondered what it takes for a manager to decide what innovations to invest in? IT innovation will become less fashionable with time, but it'll always be useful. In the 21st century, IT is everywhere. It's unavoidable. IT is needed, yet it's costly, time-consuming, and problematic. How do the managers evaluate IT innovation effectively? Every innovation in IT goes through the following 5 steps, which follows a wave-like pattern. This wave pattern is called the wave machine, also known as the invisible hand of IT.
Imagine the IT world as a flat surface of water. An innovation can break the surface and start growing into a bouldering wave. New business application software can be truly refreshing, but it has to make its way to the public. Managers are often looking for the next big killer app, but the innovations are mostly small and end up going unnoticed. This is the part where you try to seek exposure and convince the market your application is truly innovating. You have to reach a wide group of consumers that are interested.
Conferences and expositions are held for new products. Most leaders in the IT sector are yearning for the next big thing, and yet most of them are very skeptical of new innovations. Eventually, companies are going to commit into buying the new technology. Mass adoption tends to heighten the interest in the technology, and buyers will get increasing advantages by becoming part of a bigger community. Other developers will be attracted to create additional software or services for your technology.
Stage 5 is where the software is completed successfully and many companies are interested. At this stage, you can reap your rewards and exploit the network advantages. Yet, even if the software is successful and companies are buying, it can be hard to implement this software in their existing information system. Here are some small tips that can help you choose the right technology to commit to. If the industry can't figure out a definitive name, chances are big that the technology isn't doing well. More competition means more innovation and are good signs that the sector is gaining momentum. Don't buy anything you don't understand. If after much listening and reading you still don't understand its complete function, others probably won't understand either. A slick design does not guarantee quality. A good product will for sure have verifiable success stories. The IT innovation complex has a short wave of attention followed by a longer wave of adoption. The implementation is not the same as adoption, it's where the IT actually gets used and it peaks long after the adoption. The gains from these innovations peak long after its initial launch and after most attention has.
The launch of new IT is always problematic because only those with the most returns end up getting all the support, whereas others that could become successful never make it because of lack of support. In a never-ending stream of new innovations, our society can choose to release the grip on devotion towards technology whenever it wants, differentiating between the most promising.
Executives want to be innovators, pushing the company to embracing new technology rather than clinging to its old ways. Every company is different. The fact that an application is popular doesn't necessarily mean you will need it. Executives need to bear in mind the unique circumstances of his company and need to distinguish the hype from reality. To end this presentation, we'd like to speak of some critical points. In a way, ID does spread like a virus, but mostly within a particular company, protected by licenses if the IT is developed within that company. Some companies do use similar technologies to make their own nuances to it. The text mentions of how IT gets abandoned because of shortcoming of investors. Only the most promising IT innovations get developed. However, since the growing use of crowdfunding, we believe other smaller innovators will get their shot as well. Another thing that is being told in the text is to wait for horror stories and enough investigators that have already committed themselves to ensure that new technology is worth it. Instead of waiting, we think doubting too long might result in disadvantages towards other companies and being behind on the newest IT technologies.
Created using Powtoon.